this is a science. So the self-healing is the first process. And the Kundalini is the consciousness. The Mooladhara, if the Kundalini remains in the Mooladhara, then we call it Pashubhav. Pashubhav is the greed, it is mine, it should be mine. This is more prominent. Then it is, I must, why that person is having, I must have, or the feeling of jealous, or the feeling of anger, or the feeling of complaint, the feeling of resentment. This all is Pashubhav. And it is very interesting, I will be explaining to you. The God is treating you as a light, and He is sending you the blessing as a light. But actually, if my consciousness is in the Pashubhav, I turn that light into my own miseries, and I am in karmic debt. What is karmic debt? What is the karmic debt? I'll explain to you. Today I'll be explaining to you more, and slowly we will be speaking less and more practice will be doing. You see, if I have the photograph, and I can take the photograph of the higher chakras. You have 7 chakras here, and then is a spiritual cord in the higher chakras above. And the spiritual cord connects to the God. So you all are etherically connected to the God or the universe. If anyone is atheist, then universe. Universe is God and God is universe. So you all are connected to the God or the universe. And the universe loves you. Universe is, looking after you. And continuously, He sends the life force energy. Now this life force energy is Nirguna Nirakara. It is beyond the good or bad. It comes to you. And that is the energy you can turn it into, that is the material, that is the currency. Now that currency which comes to you, you can buy the fruits or something where you can strengthen yourself. Or one can buy alcohol and damage his own liver or kidneys or whatever is that. So the money is not going to ask you, that currency is not going to ask you how you are going to spend. Are you going to buy something good or something bad? But it is coming to you. So same is, the God is sending you the currency. Now that currency which comes to you, now your emotions, what are your emotions, that turn it into energy patterns. That turn into energy pattern, and that energy pattern turns into your physical body, the state of your health, or the state of your, situation in which you are. Whether you are in a happy life, happy family life, or a worst family life, or a prosperity, or poverty, or ill health, or good health. That all depends upon what you create and how you create. Because in Shiva Yoga, I go on repeating saying, I am the creator of my own destiny. And how I am the creator, I am teaching you the science. Because now you have all come to become the healers. So the God is continuously sending you the currency. Now instead of light, you will understand the currency. Let us say every day the God is sending you 1,000 rupees through the spiritual cord. Now 1,000 rupees has sent to you. Now every emotion which you have coming to you has to be converted into energy. And for that it requires currency. Now 1,000 has come to you. Suddenly, if you are married, your wife has brought to you the tea, and the tea is little cold. You can easily say, come on, this is cold, please warm it. But instead of that, you don't care for me. What nonsense I have been telling you and repeated to you. Now, what is it you have done it? You have turned it into anger and complaint. Now, imagine the anger and complaint. Now you are using that 1,000 rupees. Where is that 1,000 rupees? You can spend that currency in building your good health, your bright future. But instead of that, so 200 rupees you have spent in that spur of emotions into that anger. So now you are left with 800 rupees. Then the wife says, what nonsense? Am I your servant? And immediately the thought is coming, I work so hard and I bring so much money and so much comfort to you. So it is again a negative thought. Now that negative emotion to turn into energy, another 200 rupees. So 400 is gone. You are left with 600. Now suddenly you are driving and somebody has overtaken wrongly and you say, you lousy fellow. And that is the surge of, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Ahankar. These are the 5 negative emotions which we go on. And finally, at the end of the day, you find all the 100,000 rupees which God had sent to you, you have spent that. And not only that, you have gone little further, and a person finds by the end of the day, in the night, he is minus 1,200 rupees.
शिव योग सिद्धा एवं शांभवी हीलिंग साधना 3 से 7 अक्टूबर अहमदाबाद में।
वो जो अनंत तुम्हारे भीतर सोया हुआ है, उसको जगा करके स्वयं अनंत स्वरूप को धारण करना, इसके लिए ही तुम्हारा जन्म हुआ है।
अवधूत बाबा शिवानंद जी ने अनेक वर्षों तक हिमालय की कंदराओं में कठिन साधना कर प्राचीन सिद्धों से सूक्ष्म साधनाओं का ज्ञान प्राप्त किया, जो अत्यंत दुर्लभ थी। वर्तमान समय में सभी दुख और कष्टों का मूल कारण हमारे पूर्व जन्मों के संचित कर्म हैं, जिन्हें हम इस जन्म में प्रारब्ध के रूप में भोग रहे हैं। जन्म जन्मांतर के इन्हीं संचित कर्मों को हील करने की साधना है शिव योग सिद्धा एवं शांभवी ध्यान।
न जाने कितने वर्षों का तप एक अवधूत न्यौछावर कर देता है हर बार जब वो शांभवी की दीक्षा प्रदान करता है।
इस साधना के फल स्वरूप गुरु के तेज पुंज से जीवनदायिनी महामृत्युंजय की शक्ति स्वतः ही साधकों के हाथों से प्रवाहित होने लगती है और तीसरा नेत्र जागृत होने लगता है।
तीसरे नेत्र से जब संजीवनी प्रवाहित होती है तो खाली देखने पर से ही हीलिंग नहीं होगी। अब तो जब तुम किसी के भी बारे में सोचोगे, उसको वो शिव योग की शक्ति प्राप्त होनी शुरू हो जाएगी।
नेत्रों से प्रवाहित होती हुई इस शक्ति से और अपने संकल्प मात्र द्वारा साधक भूमि, ग्रह एवं वास्तु दोष जैसी जटिल समस्याओं का निवारण सहज ही कर सकता है।
When you give healing, the results are very, very fast. Ascension process becomes much easier.
शांभवी दीक्षा एक उच्च की दीक्षा है जिससे साधक अध्यात्म के मार्ग पर अग्रसर होता है। शांभवी दीक्षा के दौरान जब गुरु अपने दिव्य शक्ति पुंज से साधक के तीसरे नेत्र को जागृत करता है तो इस शक्ति के प्रभाव से उनके मूलाधार में अनेक जन्मों से सिद्ध पड़ी कुंडलिनी शक्ति अत्यंत वेग से ऊपर की ओर उठती है और साधक के सूक्ष्म शरीरों से जन्म जन्मांतर के संचित कर्मों का भक्षण करती हुई सहस्रार में भगवान शिव के साथ एक हो जाती है। नियमित साधना करने से साधक आत्म साक्षात्कार की अवस्था को भी प्राप्त कर सकता है।
इसके द्वारा आप अपने संचित कर्म को भस्म कर सकते हैं। मार्ग में जो भी बाधाएं या कष्ट आए हैं उनको तुम दूर कर सकते हो। शरीर के
सभी कष्टों से निदान पा सकते हो और परिवार में एक सुख समृद्धि का वातावरण तुम पैदा कर सकते हो।
शिव योग सिद्धा एवं शांभवी हीलिंग साधना 3 से 7 अक्टूबर अहमदाबाद में। समय सुबह 9 बजे से साढ़े 5 बजे तक। स्थान
गुड नाइट कर लो।